We are now live. Alice, take us away.
Hello and welcome to the day of awesome days. It is a Sunday, and as usual, every Sunday we have a wonderful show called Kicking the Peanut Around. Or just kicking the peanut, however you want to slice it or dice it. We just talk about random crap we find hilariously awesome and just kind of like current events and whatever's just been going on in our weekly lives. So, I am joined by my lovely friends and partners in crime here, and let you guys introduce yourselves here. Oop, I just ran over somebody.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's in San Andreas, so it's okay.
By the way, unless you're watching my stream, you can't hear the noises. So.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
not sure.
Oh, looks like I died.
You died? You just died?
I died. I'm
Dang.
playing Plants Tattoo. Anyway, I am
Ben
Xander.
did the guy.
Yes,
No,
you are
I'm
in
Noah.
Xander, and I am. Oh no, busted. Oh no, I'm not busted. Who else is with us today?
Noah.
Noah. I just like you said Noah.
Like Noah.
No.
Oh my god.
No. But anyway.
Oh my god. No,
This
I'm
is
not sure if
awesome.
you're here, but as soon as you introduce yourself, the Seinfeld meme started.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure we might be breaking copyright law if this
No, but
keeps.
hey, it's for everybody.
Okay.
I need to use the bathroom. Give me a second.
Oh, God.
No.
Well, anyways, so I guess today we're gonna just talk about random crap here, and I guess we have a few items that worthy of note to talk about. Like last week we were talking about the Chinese balloon. Now we're finding out possibly that Chinese balloon was made in America. Parts of it were anyway.
Huh.
Yeah. Have you heard about that at all?
That doesn't surprise me. I have not heard about that myself. But are you talking about like actual just like computer components and whatnot?
Either that or it's I believe like the balloon itself and parts were made in America. So but you never know, like could be one thing or another, but like that's like some new stuff I was hearing just the other day from this guy called Benny Johnson. I don't know if you're familiar with his YouTube page or anything, but hearing him talk about it.
Benny Johnson. I think we're gonna have to like end the Seinfeld because that's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna like end the Seinfeld because that's going on too long. I don't want to break any copyright laws, so.
No, we don't want to break any of those, but
I'll
it
just
was
find
fun
another
at
noise
first.
for you here.
Something, yeah, maybe some Cartman. I don't know. Why not?
What about the Yoda death noise?
Oh, ooh, that's fine with me.
The Lego Star Wars Yoda death sound.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Do that.
Do it.
Anyway.
Dad.
But no, that is yeah, that is intriguing. I'm not, as I said, I'm not surprised, but I haven't really been paying that much attention to things. Just, I've kind of like the past like week or so, I've just kind of unplugged from all the news and whatnot. Like I haven't done the news show at all this past week, and it's just like, yeah.
So you've been taking a break on that?
I've been taking a little break, like I'm still doing the history and whatnot, but I'm just like I've been noticing like I've been getting just like not angry, but just like as soon as the audience calms down. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Damn.
Yeah. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I just drove my motorcycle into a lake.
Oh, that's not intelligent. For anybody wondering, Alice here is playing which Grand Theft Auto?
I'm playing San Andreas, so I got CJ.
Yeah. An old one. Wait.
I was just riding it around and like just.
Did you get to
just
Big Smoke's order?
Yeah, but I was cruising and listening and talking, so I was like, "Oh, it's fun." But then next thing I know, I'm being chased by a police officer. Next thing I know, I flew my police motorcycle into a lake.
Okay, so did you get to Big Smoke's order yet? You're laughing. I can hear you laugh at that.
Oh my god, it's always fun when we play with the.
Number 45.
Oh, hey, there's
What
a
is that?
shadow.
What is that? Is that like a butter like artwork piece?
I
Like
don't know, what is
you're
that?
sticking there, Xander.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
look at it.
that's just it's just a sharpened Lego. Somebody
Oh my
took
God.
a Lego piece
Oh,
and like
don't
made
step on it.
They weaponized it
Oh.
for more pain.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a conversation piece.
I have
right
actually stepped on Legos before barefoot, and it was not fun.
Have you ever
We've all done it.
you ever had those clear Legos that you can't see, so you don't even know what you're stepping on? All of a sudden, all you have is pain.
That's terrible.
Nick, have you ever stepped on a Lego before?
I have actually stepped on a Lego when I was like 7.
Probably, but you don't
Not
remember.
fun. No, I was not 7. I was almost 10. I was 9
I've seen
or 8
a
or 9.
video where they dump. Oh, ouch! I've seen a video where they dump. Was that a freaking? Am I being shot at by a colossus? That is a colossus.
Oh no!
I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna sit in my thing and die. So, yep. There
Yeah,
we go.
sit in your bandwagon or whatever the heck wagon.
I was getting hit by a freaking ion beam.
Mhm.
So, anyway, what were we talking about?
Legos.
Oh yeah, like I saw a video of like they dumped out an entire bucket of Legos on
That's
like
Scooby Doo.
yes it is on a wrestling mat, and then they proceeded to just like body slam each other into the Legos. Oh god, the pain.
Oh man, that has to hurt.
Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, it's kind of like when they do like the tacks and stuff for like backyard wrestling.
Tacks.
Just Legos instead.
Oh. Wait, what do you mean tacks? Like thumbtacks?
Yeah, like tacks for like putting in like a cardboard or a corkboard.
Oh, that's
you know.
not good. Like if you follow
Yeah, that's
that wrong,
backyard wrestling. That's backyard wrestling
oh
stuff
my
right
God.
there.
That's awful. That's worse than Legos because Legos don't
Wow.
like puncture that badly.
Shit,
just
it's like a
hurt.
needle. Damn.
But yeah, no, now you're getting punctured by metal. You can get tetanus. That's not
Yeah, and you could get poke your damn.
Well, if you're familiar with Mick Foley, or also known as Mankind from like the Wrestling Federation stuff, or Cactus Jack, yep. He would do like backyard wrestling stuff, like where they like body slam you into like thumbtacks.
That has to hurt like hell.
One would assume so. Yes.
Oh,
I would assume you would die.
Barbed wire shit too, like in backyard wrestling.
They do it
Is there a thing over here? Oh, that's an enemy. Okay.
Yeah,
No, look it up. Look up a thumbtack wrestling match.
I've never.
I believe
that up
you.
before.
Like that's
I just gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna believe you
Let's see
too,
here.
so I don't have to look it up.
Thumbtack
Oh no.
wrestling match.
Oh, Reddit. Wow, Reddit pops up. What the
Images.
hell?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yep.
that's-
no. Ow.
Fuck
They're in
you.
his forehead.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait,
they're-
but in his
they-
forehead,
they're
isn't
Oh,
it
so-
like
look at his arm.
Your
Oh,
brain, your
man.
brain is right behind that. How can they? Oh man, his brain has got poked, basically.
Bro, he's dumping like an entire bucket of thumbtacks on this poor guy. That's
Terrible.
Oh wait, no, those are females. I don't know anymore.
No,
These days.
you're just getting body slammed into that shit or falling down. Like if it's a ladder match, when you have thumbtacks on the ring. Oh my god.
Let's
That
see
was
if I can
painful as
find.
hell. Painful as fuck.
Yeah,
I always
yeah. This is what I was talking about. He has like a thing. He just dumps a
Oh,
bunch of
man.
Legos,
Oh no.
and
That's
then it
terrible.
just like.
Body slams you
What?
into the Legos.
Right
You land on a bunch of. Oh
on
man.
his back, just full force.
That's-
Not just
Wow.
falling, he's getting like chucked into that.
Dropped
Just
into it. Oh, man.
pain.
Is that?
Oh, ouch! This guy's trying to
How-
shoot me again. What
How
a
long of a walk will it be?
what a
Game are you
rude
playing?
guy.
My inside still?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I tab
It's not
back
that
over
far.
and I just see this giant blue beam like pass directly above me. I almost got hit again. It's like,
You
bro,
just
this
empties a
guy.
box of Legos onto the ring, grabs this guy and knocks him into it. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
backyard wrestling is like no
Yeah.
joke, dude. It's some pretty cool, epic shit. But like,
Remind me
have you
never
ever
to
seen?
wrestle.
Was it where they have the cage matches where they'll throw like, was it with Shane McMahon? Vince McMahon's son gets thrown like 20 feet down onto like the announcer's table. Was that Mankind that did that to him, or the Undertaker? I think
I
it was
have
the
no idea.
Undertaker. Cage match. Look, Shane McMahon falls 30 feet or 20 feet, something like that.
Shane McMahon falls.
Yeah, from a cage match. But yeah, there's some really epic stuff. But like, he learned how to, like, you learn how to do those falls, but they do it.
Oh, that's a Facebook post. Hold on, Shane McMahon falls. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Like, oh, was it during it? It's come on.
Oh my god, that
Well, you
Randy,
should
that
be able to
Randy
find
thing.
it.
SummerSlam 2000.
Well, there's a couple. There's one he did, I think, was it Table Totters and Chairs.
I found one
Where
here.
he-
Holy crap!
Yeah, or
He
the
was
one where
like-
was it Mankind falls through the chain link fence onto the the man. Well,
Man,
no, the one. Are you talking about Owen Hart? Well, he actually there was a guy who did fall, but it wasn't anything from that killed him. Is that he was being suspended down from the rafters of an arena, and then the wire snapped, and he fell down onto the barricades from the fans to the mat and
oh,
stuff.
is that the one that the guy died?
Owen Hart, yeah,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah.
But I
no,
guess
the
today's
one,
wrestling day.
the one that I have, Alice. You told me about Shane McMahon fall, so I searched that on YouTube, and I have here a short Shane McMahon fall 50 feet.
Is it the one where it's from the top of the cage?
No, he's on some kind of like
Scaffolding.
lattice.
Oh, the scaffolding?
Like if
Oh,
you look at
scaffolding.
yeah, if you look at my stream
Oh, yeah.
that I have up here for you to see
Yeah.
what I'm looking at, so I don't have to describe it
No, I
verbally.
see it. That's one of them.
Yeah. Like he hit him with something, he just falls. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, down below they had like a little mat
of
thing.
course, there's a
that
net,
like,
you
they
know.
fall through that stuff. Like, so, like, when they fall through, like, this would be a cage match where Shane McMahon, I think, gets, he just gets thrown off of the top of a cage, around the ring, onto the announcer's desk.
Well, it looks like there's like a lot of
Yeah, he does
they
it. Like,
do a
his
lot of
post to
those
coast
stunts.
was cool, though. Yeah, I'm gonna start laughing. Well,
you're talking specifically Shane McMahon falls from a cage, right?
yeah, from the cage down onto the announcer's desk. This was actually, I think, in like 2017 or something like that.
I have Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cage match, cell match.
Yeah, look at that
32.
one, like right there where he gets like thrown off the top of the cage because they climb outside the cage, and yeah, oh no, he does a move,
And he's
but
like
yeah,
on top of the.
it's called the coast to coast, where he goes from one like turnbuckle and jumps to the other one to like kick slam them.
That's rough. Oh, hey, there's a thing over here. I'll just deploy right here. Okay.
But no, there's like, yeah, I like Shane McMahon, but who I don't like is Stephanie. But that's neither here nor there. But like, yeah, I guess it went into a little more of a wrestling chat tonight, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Well, like,
Yeah, I
let's
gotta
get
go,
back into
guys.
those
I gotta take
UFO
off early.
Okay, see you, Noah.
Bye, dude.
That's unfortunate because I was literally just about to say, let's pick Noah's brain more about these balloons and such, but. Oh, well.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, because now, like, we're finding more information that, like, these balloons, some of the parts, or I think most of the parts, I guess, were made, I guess, like, Western style. It's either Europe made it or United States did. So, which makes me think more and more, like, how it's like, hey, let's pay attention to this and not the fact of Hunter Biden and the laptop and Joe Biden with all his secret documents and stuff. Like, let's change the news cycle. I think it's a big distraction play. But
Sorry,
I mean,
I
I
was
could be.
typing a DM to Noah, and I'm in the middle of getting exploded.
I'm still
So-
debating.
Wait.
I'm still
Oh.
debating. You know, I didn't get much sleep today.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Allie,
What?
you wanted to talk more about other things, like we scooped up a couple talking points from.
Yeah, we did. We have the what is it, the Henry VIII, I think, or was it like the French king that was the
It
eighth?
was the 8th. It says here, 1543,
and then-
Holy Roman Emperor Charles V and English King Henry VIII signed an anti-French covenant.
Yeah, I just want to know more about like what that whole thing was about. Like we were talking about in the history today, and I thought it was kind of intriguing that we should like maybe talk about the Jaquois.
Yeah. So let's see
And the
here.
Roman
let me
whatever.
get rid of this. I don't need this. I don't need that. So,
Yeah, we wanted to know more about it, but like we didn't want to dabble too much in it in the show. So I figured-
1543 anti-French covenant.
Covenant.
All right.
The covenant.
Hell, here we go. Brainy history. Oh, this is just telling me a list. 1546 historic events. Well, this is not telling me more about that. Huh.
Oh, I gotta love that.
That was 1543. Well, I have the Italian War of 1542 to 1546. So maybe that might have something to do with it. I have no idea. So, why did Henry the VIII declare war on France? Oh, I think this has something to do with the papacy and religious wars and such. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was listening to my boyfriend talk while you were talking. Apparently, my boyfriend has decided to eat his edible that he brought with him in his sippy cup snack holder.
All right. Congratulations
Arthur-
on the
it's like-
decision.
It's an Arthur cup here. Like I actually almost like I'm half tempted to just show a picture of it. Hang on a second.
Well, the Centralia coal mine fire. We wanted to talk about that too. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's basically they're saying that the coal mine's gonna burn for how long?
another
man.
couple hundred years. Like, it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
Let me park
But
up here real quick.
they loosely based, I think, Silent Hill like off of Centralia though. I'm saying even the video game is loosely based off of that town because it's been going on since how long? When did it start, Mag?
I don't know, in the 1900s.
Not that long.
No.
Not that. Oh, good God. I can't remember what year did Centralia. I think it was in the 70s or no, the 50s or 60s.
It's 62, May
could be
27th, 1962, and if left untreated or anything, just left to its own devices, it'll burn for another 100 years. It's already been burning for 50. So,
Yeah.
and it's not like this like, you know, some kind of crazy raging inferno. It's a slow smoldering burn because remember it's a coal mine, you know, it's all this,
Yep.
you know, veins and such, like there's moisture, there's other rocks. That's very loud.
I think Mag actually said there's only what 2 families that are still living there.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3 families still live there, at least.
Yeah, I don't know why the audience is so excited about Centralia. But yeah, no, like.
Well, then there's also like the graffiti highway that goes up into Centralia, which I hear, I guess, you can't get to anymore.
Yo, I bet you it wouldn't cost much to live there.
Probably not.
Graffiti
But they won't
highway.
let
Let's see.
They won't let anybody new.
Yeah, graffiti
wow.
highway. Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, graffiti highway goes right up into Centralia.
Huh? It looks like somebody they put a bunch of dirt strategically all across the highway. Why? Are they trying to bury it?
So you can't get into the town.
Okay.
They basically like kind of quarantined it off, but they've also like overpainted on half of the graffiti, I've heard. So like some of that artwork that you're seeing and stuff of that, it's like not there anymore. Some of it, but people still go up there and do it. I'm pretty sure. I've never been there yet, but I do want to go. Luz and I mean, Mag and I have talked about going in conjunction, but I just don't know when. But yeah, that's what they do. That's like, because you can't go into the town. Hmm? The wax? I know. It peels right off. It's not gonna, like, start it on fire. If you want, you can blow it out. Blow it out!
Centralia is something I'd like to, go check out too, because it is really wild. Just thinking about, like, as I said, it's underground. It's intermixed with all the other stuff. It's not like, it's not like an out in the open pile of coal just on fire like a campfire. It's just this slow smoldering burn that, as it's doing that, it's creating void pockets underground and causing sinkholes and collapses and
Yep.
like.
Well, also take this in mind. I believe, remember we were talking about that, like, the purest, richest, like, coal efficient was in
Yeah.
Wilkes-Barre County. I believe Centralia is in Wilkes-Barre County.
It might be a vein of that very same type of coal. You're right.
Yeah.
Or whatever they use to process it into that. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, coal mining and like, well, smeltering and stuff. Basically, like, the iron that comes out of the Minnesota will usually go to, like, out here to Pennsylvania to be refined into steel because you need iron to make steel.
Yeah.
Hello.
Huh.
I wish I didn't know these things, but I do. I know just very little about them. But I mean, I'm not like a professional. I know that there's a whole process to making steel, but I know iron is involved, and Minnesota has some of the richest iron deposits in the world.
Dang.
I am not from Wisconsin. I am from Minnesota. Let's get that right.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Everybody knows that New York is a big apple, but does anyone know where the Minneapolis?
Where the Minneapolis? Right in my imaginary gigantic, what.
Alice, calm yourself.
Hey, I said you know what? I PC'd myself there, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't take much of an imagination to figure out what you're talking about, though. Alice.
Yeah, but
Sicko.
hey, you can make innuendos, and that's okay. I didn't say penis.
God damn it, Alice.
I had to. Come on. You know that was coming.
Oh, Ali Kablawi, you're such a silly Billy, I swear.
You're
I
a silly
swear.
Billy. We need to get some chick in here to, like, counteract my counteractness.
Counteract your counteracting this?
Yes.
Huh.
There's no time for war when there's queefing.
Oh, dang.
Yep, I said it backwards. There's no time. There's no time for queefing when there's war.
I don't remember who it was. Was I talking with you the other day about opening doors for other people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, we were talking about that, like, I just opened
Oh yeah,
doors.
we were gonna
Like,
talk about that on the show too.
what?
We were gonna talk about this. We wanted to talk about this.
Yeah,
Good
no, I'm
call,
looking.
buddy.
I'm looking at the Kick Peanut channel for potential conversation topics. But yeah, like, no, like, like as we both do, like, you just open the doors for anybody. Like, it doesn't matter if they're a female, a male, a man, a woman, like, whatever. Like, somebody's coming in, and be polite, and hold the door open for you, and then,
It's just being polite. Being
And-
polite.
and what goes around comes around. Karma is a thing. So, wouldn't it be nice, every now and then, if you're, like, going into somewhere for somebody to open the door for you, like, you just keep on going? So, like, it's little things like that, it's little things like, and I regret this every day, because I remember, when I was working with, Grubhub way back in the day, like 3 some odd years ago, well, it's been about 3 years ago, actually, now, well, in the summer it's going to be 3 years, but anyway, but, like, I remember, like, I was part of this line in the Dunkin' Donuts, and the person before me had paid for my food, and I only got like a sandwich and a drink or something. The person before me had paid for my food, and I never stopped to think, oh hey, like what's the next guy's order? Let me pay for theirs. Like I broke the chain. Yeah. Well, no, like the person in front of you pays for your food, then you pay for the guy's food behind you, and then so like it's just like this chain.
No, I've had that happen to me. I've also done it for somebody too. So.
Yeah. I regret breaking that chain. Like it's not like I was completely broke. If it was under $10, I could have afforded it, but.
But you just had no idea.
Well, I didn't even bother to ask. I was just like I was busy thinking about like okay, I gotta get this order done. And I didn't even think or anything. I was just like, oh, cool. Pulled up, grabbed my food, and didn't have to pay. So it shaved a couple seconds off of the delivery time. But I still regret, not going back and paying for it, or paying for the next guy. If it wasn't, too outrageous. But I mean, as I said, karma is a thing. It goes both ways. So what goes around comes around. What you put in, you receive. So if you're going to be a nice person and stuff, nice things will happen to you. That's just the law of the universe,
It's called karma. Yeah. No, I've actually had the exact opposite thing happen to me. This is back when I was like 19 or 20, and I was hanging out with my friend Kelly. And we were just driving around. She was like wanting to go do slogans at drive-thrus and then just drive through and then say "Have a great day." And we pulled into this McDonald's out in my town I grew up in at a McDonald's, and we pull up to the drive-thru order thing, and we just go, "I'm loving it." And then there's we're not ordering anything, we're just gonna pull through and we just want to say "Have a great day." So we kept pulling through, but there wasn't a way for us to pull out of there and just leave the order and stuff. So we had to slowly move forward, and when we got to the pay window, we're like, "I'm loving it." I'm sorry, we didn't order anything, we're just trying to get out, but we can't because there's no way for us to drive around. They're like, "Oh, okay, have a great day." But then we get to the window for food, and they hand us the people's order from behind. And it was a number 2, so it was 2 cheeseburgers, french fries, and a Coke.
You didn't take it, did you?
She did, I didn't.
Wow,
I was the passenger.
What a bitch. I'm sorry, but what a bitch. That's
yeah. I said something. I was like, "You shouldn't do that."
Yeah, that's
It's I felt really bad. It's "Oh, whatever." She was one of those little scandalous girls. I think she knew she was gonna just scam. I had no idea about it, but I was like, "Oh my god, dude!"
So you think that this entire thing was a setup so she can get a free meal?
Maybe, but I thought we were just having fun and being friendly to people working.
No.
But then, well, obviously not.
Well, I hope you ended the friendship right there, because I would have, because that's. I don't care. That's it.
I don't see her anymore. But we're friends on Facebook. But mind you, she was young, dumb. I was young and dumb. But she's not the same person as she was then. But still, yeah. It's was it right? Is it justifiable? No.
Well,
but at the same time,
there's no such thing as using young dumb as an excuse for something like that. Good from bad.
Right from wrong.
Yeah. There's no such thing as young and dumb. That's just young and asshole. So, I'm sorry.
Well, what about the song from Weird Al Yankovic? Because we're young, dumb, and ugly. That's what we are.
Well, yeah.
But no, it's not one of my shining moments in life, but something happened, and I did say something, but it's not like I could force her to change her mind in what she did. She was the driver. She was right there at the window. She grabbed it.
But you could have said something in the passenger, no, we didn't order, blah blah blah.
I did try to say that, and then she kind of shushed me.
Wow.
So.
Wow. The story is just getting worse. I do not like this person at all.
Well, actually, she's a really cool person. Just people can. Remember how I told you people can change? She's not the same person she was then. But
right.
then again, the last time I saw her was probably around that time period. But we still correspond every once in a while on social media. But that's about it.
I don't know how you do that, Alice. Like I can't
I'm
be
a
around
nice
people
person.
like that. That
Remember
makes me
that.
physically sick. You know, because that's somebody else's
Yeah,
food.
well,
You know, like
it was someone
how would
else's
she
food.
like it if
Yeah.
somebody
Well,
took her food out of her mouth? You know, like
well, all I know is that the person that got the food behind us got the next order's food. So they might have came out with something better.
I mean, you know, that makes things even worse. I mean, it's not like McDonald's needs any help screwing up your order. Now you throw this wrench in the mix. So,
Oh, it was not
oh my
like
God.
I didn't know, but like I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
I know you didn't know. I'm just mad at your friend. Like
Well,
yeah.
you know, mind you, this is over 20 years ago. So I mean, in all honesty, we were teenagers and stupid, and we do stupid things as teenagers. So I wouldn't like be so
That's just an
upset about it
excuse.
because like now, like I'm sure she has paid it forward many ways to come
I hope she
with
has.
wherever she is now. And I'm sure I have too. Like even though like you know, it's kind of like you know I'm guilt by association here. So you know
But I mean, like,
that's usually how it works in the court system. So like, well, you were with her.
but still, like, you know, you're sitting here like saying, "Oh, young, dumb, and people change and stuff," but that is completely regardless. Like, you should know right from wrong. It doesn't matter if you can change, if you're
Yeah,
young and
well,
dumb, if you
well,
can't
also
distinguish right
remember,
and wrong,
like,
then you're a sociopath. That's the definition.
did you have you ever done something stupid and dumb when you were younger, and then when you look back at it as an adult, you're like, God, why did I do that?
Very
And you
rarely,
change
because
from
I
that.
actually
Well,
stopped and thought
that's
about
kind of the same
things.
thing. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, but it's you know, it's not like McDonald's couldn't have like also like reimbursed them. I'm sure they did, but like at the same time, yeah, like it doesn't make it right. You
Yeah.
know, but at the same time, like people make stupid mistakes, and they can learn from making stupid mistakes.
Oh yeah,
Is my point. At
but
the
that's
end of
not
the
a
day,
stupid
like
mistake.
I've done some dumb shit.
That's not a stupid mistake. That's an intentional, thing. Like
Well,
whether
I was
whether or not.
I was unaware,
No,
but
okay,
like I'm
I'm
just
not
telling a
blaming you
story.
at all, Alice. I'm not blaming you at all, whatsoever. Whatsoever. I'm not blaming you, Alice. What I'm saying is,
Like
okay,
I'm too timid. for
if
something
she
like that.
if she went in without the intention of doing that, okay. But then you try to say something, and then she's like, shush, shush, shush. Like that is over the line. Everything
maybe,
else,
like-
everything else I
well,
can
here's the
accept,
thing.
but that is just like that's knowingly doing something completely wrong, and I'm sorry, I cannot forgive
Well,
that.
well, here at the same time, maybe she didn't expect that result, but then she got it, and she's like, "Ooh, cool."
It's still
So,
it's
like,
selfish.
I don't know. I can't read other people's minds.
I mean, like,
But then, you know,
I'm
it's
not
one of those
trying to. I'm not trying to sound superior. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I
you know,
understand.
it just seems like either she didn't think or she's selfish. Either way is not a good sign. So anyway,
Well-
let's move on to another topic here.
Yeah, let's do. Holy crap! It looks like we have this like little subtle like sunset. It's been cloudy all day, but kind of looks like it's like a little rainbow above like the ridge to part of the Appalachians right here. It kind of looks cute. It's like, yeah. And hey, we've got the Super Bowl tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And me being in Pennsylvania and on the east side of Pennsylvania, you can guess what most people are wearing garb of today.
I don't know.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Ah.
So that game, I guess, the beginning of the show starts at like 6, I guess. I don't know. And it looks like my boyfriend's decided we're not going to go to his buddy's place for a pre-party thing, which I'm fine with because then I can utilize the expensive hotel room I got.
Expensive hotel room.
And maybe I can, like, you know, take advantage of him. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I
Alice.
just kid. I joke with you.
Goodness.
I'm not going to take advantage of him. I'm probably just going to make him have like awesome snuggles with me, and maybe we make out a little, just a little.
You know, with how crazy you are, Alice, just putting up with you is taking advantage of people.
Oh my God! How dare you?
How
Oh
dare
God!
you. I'm sorry. I had to just
no,
trash
dude,
you
you totally,
so hard.
you totally know why that's funny.
Love you, Alice.
I love you
Platonically.
too, Xander. Hey, Xanders. Hey, buddy. My buds. We may be 3,000 miles away, but man, we're a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Well,
awesome.
I am currently driving to a location, so I can't check for any more topics. But is there anything else you can think of on the topic? You want to talk about the balloon again? Like, that's
Well,
crazy. There's this balloon talk is just absolutely insane. Like, there's obviously the one that went completely over the entire North American continent. We finally shot
yep,
down
before we shot
over
down,
the
yeah.
Atlantic, and then we shot one down over. Oh no, it's a C4 ferry. Go away.
Well, actually, like I was saying, I think that the whole balloon thing is like a thing to distract us from things going on in our government that they don't want us to see.
Yeah, no,
So look here, not there.
we shot one over Alaska. There's another one shot up over in Canada. Then we shot down another one like over somewhere. Then now they're putting up like all these like no-fly zones and everything like over Montana and Nevada. Sounds like it's trickling down over to LA. And I'm wondering if they're just going to lock down the entire U.S. airspace, because last I heard there's also two more. There's one over Venezuela, and then there's one over.
Yeah, you were talking last week about like a possible like 2 other balloons.
Yeah, and then Colombia. That's the other place. So.
But like, I wonder though, like I was saying earlier in the show, is that they're now saying that some of the parts to these balloons are actually manufactured either like in a Western a Western country, something that wrote it in English. So I'm like, oh.
So you know what parts exactly? Because you're talking about like the balloon itself. I was thinking maybe
I'm
like
thinking
some computer components.
the balloon, but you could be right. It might be that little like satellite solar panel thing that they may have just bought it.
Electronic components, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what part. They haven't told us. Like, I haven't like seen what part it actually is, but they're saying that it looks like a good portion of that balloon was made in like either the United States or like a Western European country that uses English for their language, because they're finding like lettering and writing that's in English, not Chinese or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
Which I think is more propaganda. I don't know. It's hard to say like what is like true and what's not these days.
It's not impossible for them to put things in English in order to fabricate this situation and make us think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's another thing that really concerns me is Noah and Erickson, several people in our Discord and whatnot, they've been bringing all this stuff up to my attention, that the possibility that we didn't shoot down the balloon is not because of our incompetence, but because there may be nuclear weapons, there may be EMP, there may be conventional incendiary devices. Like, who knows? It could be a weapons launch platform for a plethora of different possibilities. So, when he was talking about not shooting it down, so it wouldn't come down in a very sparsely populated rural area with the possibility of injuring somebody being so astronomically low. But maybe it was like nukes and all that stuff, and then now there's all these other ones, and it's scary. Like, the first thing, whenever people say EMPs to me, the first thing I think of is the intro to the game Homefront, where North Korea launched like that satellite which did an EMP, and the entire North American continent just, well, not the whole thing, just the U.S., Canada, and Mexico were fine somehow. But that's not how EMPs work.
Well, no, they can do it on frequencies. They have the ability to control that.
Yeah.
But no, like what I was gonna say is that like we had the opportunity. We were aware of it. According to the Pentagon, we were aware of it like going over the Aleutian Islands, over the Pacific Ocean. So we could have just like
way over there.
sacrificed. Wow. Yeah, like we tracked it from like right around like the stretch of like small islands of Alaska. And then it went into Alaska and then dipped down into Canada and then through Montana. We had ample time, and we were aware of it then. But it just, the public became aware of it when that one guy in like Billings, Montana, I think, which is the capital of Montana,
It
actually.
is.
Like, took a picture and going, this isn't a moon, this isn't a star, this isn't a planet. What
Yeah,
is this?
yeah, you're right. Like, they didn't even like want us to know about it because they had that stupid climate conference with China, you know,
Yep.
over that weekend. So they wanted to keep everything hush hush, and just keep everybody like talking about environmentalism.
Yeah, well, and during that time, think about it, like if it was launched from China, you gotta think about how long it would take for it to um, go over the ocean across the Pacific, which is the largest ocean we have
On the planet,
on
yeah.
Earth, technically.
Well, the
Technically,
largest
yeah.
surface ocean. So
Hmm?
the largest surface ocean.
Yeah. It's the Pacific, and then it's the Atlantic, and then it's the Indian. And then,
And then the Arctic.
yeah, then you have, but yeah, like that's neither here nor there. But like, you have to think about how long it took for it to go from China to like, and what they're saying, like they launched it like over in the center or western part of China. I think I'm pretty sure that's like it looked like it was in the center of China that they got launched from, and then. And don't get me wrong, like I bet you it did. They definitely used like the jet stream to help move it along because of what the jet stream's track was. But it's also was able to be maneuverable, so someone was maneuvering it too.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
then they post this like, well, could possibly be some type of like EMP or whatever device on it, and that's why we didn't want to blow it up. But you had opportunity to do it over a very rural area through the
yeah, that is true.
the whole island range of like Alaska.
Hmm.
Like they had ample time. They knew about it. They actually probably knew about it when it got like near the airspace of Hawaii.
Yeah.
I would even say.
Well, was it anywhere near
I mean,
Hawaii? Like Hawaii's way down there. Like.
yeah, but like if you're looking at like where China is, and like if you're gonna follow the jet stream to like have it move along easier, so like you can conserve energy, you
Yeah.
definitely like take advantage of the jet stream, and yeah, it would come like maybe a few hundred miles to maybe 1,000 miles from Hawaii, but
But it went up and over, so
with our
obviously.
radars, like we can pick that shit up.
Yeah, but like the fact that it went like up and over through the Aleutian Islands, as you said, like it's obviously
Yeah, the
intelligently
Aleutian
controlled.
Islands.
It's obviously
I'm
intelligently.
glad I didn't say Appalachians instead of Aleutians,
Aleutian.
because the Appalachians are mountains here. So, but no, like seriously, it is food for thought. Like
Sounds like
I
the
think there
audience is
was
having a
more.
good time.
I think there's more at play here, and I'm pretty sure like we had ample amount of time to have like shot it down, and we didn't. Either because we knew that like part of it was like built with us, like with either within the United States. If it was built within the United States, then I will really be worried, because now we have like contractors for building kind of things like that to be sold across seas and then used against us, whether knowingly or non-knowingly. There's still that's like something to look at.
Well, this is the problem because we live in a zero accountability society. Like, not to
Well,
not to put anything Disney owned on a pedestal, but the first Iron Man movie really does hit home the point that like you have all these mega corporations that are just selling things to God knows who, and supplying stuff to like to your allies and your enemies at the same time. So like literally, you can have one bullet in one hand that's going to Al Qaeda and another bullet that's going to a Marine, and whoever shoots first, like wins. But at the end of the day, you sold both bullets. Like that's the problem, and that's been going on around since like the Napoleonic era, and maybe even before. Like I don't want to go down the whole road of talking about the Rothschilds and the central banking and the IRS and Federal Reserve yet again, but but it's all tied in. Like, all these people with there's zero accountability, and it's just created an absolute mess. And then like people got started having
freaking has, man.
Yep.
Oh. Well, anywho's, we're about 14 minutes to 6, and I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people are gonna probably wanna watch the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna kibosh this now, and we can have future thoughts. So anybody who actually is watching and interested, please leave any comments below and about this, because absolutely there are things at hand, and I think it feels like they're just trying to push like another proxy war, or maybe like, who knows, maybe it could be like a world war that is a proxy war. It's kind of like the wag the dog thing, but not. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, as I posted before we sign out here, as I posted in announcements channel, I don't know if I'm being distracted by poke deaths, so I don't notice inflation, or if inflation is a distraction to the whole Ukraine thing, or if the whole Ukraine thing is a distraction for all the people who like children a little too much, or if those people are distracting me from election fraud. Like, I don't, and in most of those topics I can't even freaking discuss. Like, do you see how hard I had to censor myself while talking? Like, not only is all this stuff
I hear
happening,
that. But I will say this, it looks like there might be a recall vote in Carrie Lake's favor for governor in Arizona.
Ooh.
They just gotta wait for Katie Hobbs to be in office for 6 months before they can even start a recall, like they did with Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try and do it in Arizona, which is viable. So like, it's kind of still early, but like, I heard it on the Liberal Hive Mind. It's a good channel to listen to if you guys like that kind of stuff.
That is good. I like him, and I prefer Salty Cracker though. Liberal Hive Mind, he doesn't really have a lot of stuff, like, as far as visually in his videos.
Yeah.
But he does cover a bunch of stuff. But like I don't know, I don't want to fall.
Yeah.
I don't
the
want
abundant hypocrisy of the left.
Yes.
As he says.
Mr. Obvious did stuff like that a lot too, and then his account got hacked and he deleted all of his videos. But I think he's getting back into it.
There was another guy, but he does more like QAnon stuff, like previous posts. But it's called a Priority Report, I think. And or something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but I think it's Priority Report, like the geopolitical thing. Like, even though he pulls some like QAnon stuff in there, like he does talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of like nobody else is talking about, that like is food for thought, but I wouldn't like go so far as like QAnon stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of us got played with the whole Q thing, and I'm going to say that I was probably a fool to follow it, but the one thing I will say that came good out of it is that it made you start thinking about things a lot more.
Yes.
And I think that was the whole point about Q, is to just start looking outside the box of things and see, like, any possibility that could be. And sometimes with Occam's razor, you might come across and stumble upon something quite insane. But, like, I'm not going to, like, endorse Q or anything like that, but the one thing he did do, like the whole movement did, was wake people up of some of the shit going on in the world, and that's what Q did for me. So even if he was a shill,
let's wrap this show up, give people about nobody's actually watching live, but still, so let's wrap us up here, so you can go watch some foosball.
Oh, you want what that foosball? Okay, there.
Foosball, it's the devil.
The devil.
Everything's the devil with you, Ma.
God damn it, making some Waterboy references there. But yes, everybody, enjoy the Super Bowl tonight. Let's see I think the only reason I'm watching is because I want to see how woke the commercials have become.
Oh God.
That's basically the only reason I'm gonna watch is because I want to watch how woke the commercials have become.
Well,
So,
let me know. And I'm looking forward
yeah,
to playing some
no, I
cards
will.
online
I'll let
tonight.
you know, buddy. Yeah, well, here. Well, make sure you look left and right at every intersection, right?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. And until then, toodles, right?
Yeah, toodles. Yeah, until you catch us next Sunday, or if you're interested in some history, we have a history show that streams every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time. So,
And 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. Yeah. For all of you and all of us,
Hey,
I'm Xander.
wait. Hey, Xander, you gotta do my closing. So look at all intersections, like some, subscribe, toodles, and now you gotta say mine.
Be cool, be school, stay in drugs, don't do school.
What? Yeah, be cool, stay in school, don't do drugs. And I am Who is Alice, the lovely. Thank you for coming to the Kicking the Peanut tonight. And till then, we shall see you next week when we have another episode of Malarkey.